So anyone can know about what is the scheduling agreement then? Yesterday, we have seen the outline agreement. Under that, we have seen the purchasing contract. Okay. So there are the two types of the purchasing contract. First one is a quantity and second one is a value contract. Okay. Then today's topic is second type of the outline agreement, which is known as the scheduling agreement. Okay. So what actually means the schedule? Anybody? What is the rough meaning of scheduling? Anybody can tell me?
Outline agreement between the vendor and ordering party or a predefined material
Okay.
or service which are procured on predetermined dates or a framework of time.
Okay. Okay. So whenever yesterday we have created a purchasing contract. Okay. So at that time, whatever I have maintaining the quantity or value in a contract. So at that time, I am not mentioning the schedule to the vendor, means on that day I require this much quantity of a material, whatever like that. Yesterday I have not mentioned to the vendor. So the scheduling agreements is what? So we can create the short term or a long term of a contract with the vendor, and we are providing the schedule, means monthly schedule, yearly schedule, means we can give a time period. So on that day I require this much of quantity of a material. So on that day, so vendor can give the material to our company's premises. So that is nothing but the schedule. So for that, yesterday we have created the contract, quantity contract and value contract, and with reference to that contract we have created the purchase standard purchase order there. Okay, you're getting? And in under scheduling agreement, there is no need to create the purchase order. Okay, whatever we are giving a schedule, so it will be directly delivered to the vendor. So they will get the time period or date, on which date how many quantity we can required by the company. That data will be given to the vendor, and with reference to that scheduling, so they can supply the material, and with that reference we can create the goods receipt and invoice posting into our system there. Okay, so today you can just look at that the scheduling agreement. Okay, so my screen is visible. Okay, a scheduling agreement is a long-term outline agreement between the vendor and supplier or a ordering party. It's predefined material or a service which will procured or predetermined dates over a framework of a time. Yesterday, we have seen the standard document type for the purchasing contract. Anybody can tell me which document type yesterday we have seen for the quantity and value contract? Standard document type,
MK.
correct? And other one is two document type yesterday we have seen now. WK and MK.
WK and MK.
Yeah, one is for a quantity contract and second one is for a value contract. So like same here. So the standard document type for the scheduling agreement is a ELP. Okay. So this is the standard one. By copying it, we can configure it as per our requirement there. Okay. So tick code for scheduling agreement is a ME31L for creating a scheduling agreement, 32L for the change, and 33L for the display purpose. Okay, so I will jump to the SAP system, and I am creating a one material for scheduling agreement. So I have created the material here. Just go to the path first of all, and go to the logistic, materials management. Under purchasing, we have the option of the outline agreement here. Okay. So under that, yesterday we have gone through this contract. Okay. And today we are dealing with this scheduling agreement. Okay. So under we have the option of the create scheduling agreement with this YUMMI 31L. Okay, this is the T code for to create the scheduling agreement for the vendor. Just click on it. So the same screen of the system will be open here. Okay, so you can create the scheduling agreement with a purchase requisition also. Okay, so I will just create a one purchase requisition there. No issues. Even okay. Just copy the material. I am putting a quantity for 500. And putting location. Okay, just save it. I have created a basic purchase requisition. And just copy. So here is the option of the reference to the purchase requisition. Also we have the option of the reference to the RFQ and reference to the contract. So I am right now selecting a reference to a purchase requisition and copy your purchase requisition number here. Okay, just click it. Here is some document type. So yeah. So right now we can create the scheduling agreement with a normal. Then I will go to the reference purchase return. Okay. So the document type assignment is not done. I will do it and then try to create it. Okay. So just enter the vendor and other things which is required here. Purchase or purchase group, plant and storage location here. Okay. So yesterday whatever we enter like that. But difference is only here is a document type here. Okay. So yesterday we have selected the WK and MK for the purchasing contract, but here, so right now we are selecting the LP, which is the standard document type for the scheduling agreement. Okay, and this LPA, this is also the standard one, but when we are using this, when we can learn the standard release procedure, so that time we can use this LPA, because this LPA is used when we can assign the release procedure to our all document type. Okay, so currently you can use this LP only. LP is a standard document type for the scheduling agreement. Just enter it. Okay, so like that yesterday it will be asking for the validity end. So I will give the validity as a 1 year validity I am giving here. Okay, after entering validity, just enter the material here. For which you want to create the scheduling agreement, and how many quantity you want there. So you can just enter the quantity here, how much of quantity you require, and enter the price. Okay, I am entering the price as 20 rupees. Okay, after entering this, just click on the save. So the scheduling agreement will be created here. Okay, like that. Here is the option of the change and display. Okay, so here you can go and change whatever you want. Then if you want to the display, there is a display option for the scheduling agreement. Okay, so yesterday we have created the purchasing document. So at that time we are only creating the agreement, and then we can create the purchase order with reference to that outline agreement there. Okay, so today we are not going to create any purchase order here. We are only going to schedule or give the delivery schedule to the vendor. So for that we have the T code to maintain the delivery schedule. Here is a T code ME38 to maintain the delivery schedule. Means we can give the time period to that vendor. You can supply the material on that time or on that day there. So enter your agreement number here. Okay, just press enter here. So whatever we have created the scheduling agreement, that number will be displayed here, the vendor, agreement type, and here is the today's date. So I want to give the scheduling lines here. Just select the item, and here is the option of the delivery schedule. Means I can schedule this 500 quantity there. Okay, so whatever this material here, I don't want the that same quantity on a same day. I want this material in a split quantity as per my requirement. So purchase order we can give. So the material will be supplied by the vendor as per the purchase order in regular purchase order. But in delivery schedule or in a scheduling agreement, as per our requirement, we can schedule the material to our company's premises. Okay, so we cannot create every time the purchase order. We are only giving the scheduling lines to the vendor. Just select here the format of the day format, then enter the delivery date, on which date you require the material. So I can put here today's date. Okay, and how much quantity you can require on this date. So I am entering from that 500. I require today 200 quantities. Okay, and time also you can mention here as per your requirement. Again, when you require this material. Okay, so enter the delivery date format here, and as per your planning team, you can plan this material there. Okay, so I want this material on a 28th. So I am just entering the date of 28th. Same, on 28th I required 100, and again I required on 30th of May, 30th of April. Once again I required the 200. So like this you can give the scheduling lines to the vendor. Okay, so like this I have maintained the scheduling lines. On this date I require this much of a quantity. On this date 28 I require 100 quantity on of this material from this vendor. So whenever I am entering the quantity here without purchase order, we can receive the material with reference to this agreement number. Okay, so there is no need to create the separate purchase order every time. So we can create or receive our goods receipt by using this agreement number there. So I have maintained these scheduling lines. Just save these. Okay. So here scheduling agreement will be changed. If you want to display this, here is the option of the ME39 to display. Okay. So what scheduling lines you have maintained, just click on it. So like this, it will be displayed. If you want to change, again you can go through this maintain, okay, and enter the option. Whatever you want, you can change it here also. So there is an option to change or what. In maintain, you can change it as per your business plan. Okay. So right now I have given the schedule to the vendor. So how it will be given to the vendor? Here is a option of messages. So the print, because I am not delivering the any purchase order to the vendor. So just click on this ME9L, print or transmit our scheduling agreement, enter your number and select this as an application EV, means purchase outline agreement. So just execute. Okay. So it will be giving you the message output like that. Whenever you are executing all the output format, and just click on the display message. So like this, we can supply this as a purchase order. Okay, so for 500 quantity, we have maintained the scheduling agreement at what rate? 20 rupees. So 500 into 20, total is a 10,000 rupees with including tax. So here the vendor name and scheduling agreement number also will be come here like this. We can supply and print out, take a printout of this and supply to the vendor. So and scheduling agreement also like that we can supply to the vendor. Okay. So on this day, so the vendor will giving me the material. I just go to the Migo and receiving the material, because in today's date I have given the schedule line for the 200 quantity. Just go to the Migo, okay, where we can do the goods receipt. So select the same goods receipt here and click on the purchase order. Enter your scheduling agreement number here. Okay, like this. So the I can receive the 200 quantities here. If I can change the date of that scheduling agreement, then system will be not allow to receive the material without that scheduling lines. Okay, so I can go to the scheduling once again and change the date there. Okay, so we will get the more clarification on that. Okay, here I am entering the today's date 26. So what I can do, I can change this 26 as a, okay. So date will be changed here. So there is no today's date for the receiving material. I'm just saving this scheduling agreement. And once again, I try to receive this. So what the system given the message, just look at it. Just same. So right now, system is giving me error like this. The document does not contain any selectable items, because we have not maintaining any today's date for receiving the material. When and only when I can mention the date, on that day we can only receive the material. Other than that day, we cannot receive the material, or before we cannot receive the material. You're getting like that. We can maintain the schedule lines to the vendor. I can just change once again it, the scheduling lines. Okay, I can maintain this as a once again here today's date. You can save these schedule lines. Okay, and try to receive the material. So right now the material is coming here. You're getting? That is the difference in a scheduling agreement and a purchasing contract. All of you are getting? Or any doubts still? All of you? Nandini, Rashikar, Kirtan.
Yeah, getting.
Okay. Vijay sir, you?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. So I can just receive this material. You can check. This is only the precautionary message there. And post. So yeah, I receive the material, it will be getting the document number. So after GRN, what we can do? Posting the invoice. So what's the T code for that? Posting invoice. For invoice posting, which T code we can use?
Miro.
Yes, correct. Miro is a T code for the invoice posting. Miro, MIRO. Just enter it. Okay. So just copy your scheduling agreement number as a reference. Okay. This is nothing but the same your purchase order number there. Okay. Don't confuse. Just select as a purchase order or scheduling agreement here. Paste your number here. And so general procedure to posting the invoice. After entering the scheduling agreement, just press enter. So system will fetch all the data regarding your vendor, amount, and all the things there. Okay, so take the tax code. Okay, click on a calculate tax and just copy this amount into our amount tapping. So this red signal turns into the green. Just click on the simulate. Okay, all the things are correct and try to post the invoice. So invoice will be getting posted. If you want to check the purchase order history tab, here is no any purchase order history tab. Okay, so we can go to the display of the scheduling agreement. So what is the ticket for that? Yummy 33 L for the display. Okay, so enter your scheduling agreement number, press enter, just select the line item, and here is the option of the purchase order history. Just select it. Okay, so it will show you what you have posted, like a goods receipt or a invoice receipt. Okay, so just click on it. So it will display whatever you have invoice posted. If you want to check the accounting documents in a goods receipt, okay, so just go to the document info. Here is the option of the FI documents. Accounting documents will be displayed here like this. So BSX and WRX transactions will be pop up here, means inventory of raw material and goods received or invoice received for a 4,000 rupees, which we have paid to the vendor. So like this, you can schedule the material, because whenever we are procuring the material in a normal purchase order, every time we need to give the purchase order. In scheduling agreement, there is no need to give the purchase order every time. You can create the scheduling for 1 year and supply to the vendor once a year, and you can provide the date and you can receive the material as per your scheduling lines. There is no need to supply every time the purchase order. Okay, you are getting clear till? And also, if you can go to the scheduling lines, then you will get to know which schedule we have completed there. Okay. Anyone has doubt? Any doubts? Here is a delivery schedule. Just click on it. Okay. So whatever the material we have received, it will show us in a that display. So GR of a 200 will be done. So before this 28, we cannot receive this material. Okay, so on only date of this we can receive the material. Before that day, we are not able to do this GR of this quantity there. Okay, so this is nothing about the scheduling agreement. So you can multiple schedule as per your requirement. Okay, so this is about the scheduling agreement. This is the end user perspective knowledge. Okay, so this is done by the end user screen. Okay, so right now we can jump into the configuration part of this contracts and a scheduling agreement. So what's the ticket for that? SPRO. Okay, so go to the SAP reference IMG. Again, we have the option of here materials management. Under materials management, we have the option of purchasing. There we can find the contracts and a scheduling agreement. Okay, so all the things are same, whatever we can do in a material master, okay, or in a vendor master to create the document type, then create or assign the number range, and the same as a define screen layout at a document level. So I will just show you how to create the document type or customize the document type. Okay, so just define document type you can go for the scheduling, not for the scheduling, for the purchasing contract. So yesterday we have seen these both MK and WK. Okay, so this is for the quantity contract and this is for the value contract. This is the standard one. Okay, so if you want to create your customized document type for your purchasing contract, just come here by following the path, select, okay, and copy as per your requirement. And every time whenever you are creating a customized document type, initially you need to enter the Z or Y for your customized document type. Okay, so I'm just click here, select both MK and WK, and then click on the copy as. Okay, so I can enter this MK as a ZMK. Okay, and this WK as a ZW. Okay, so I'm just saving this, which will copy all the data from the standard one. So this much of the number of the entries will be copied here. Okay, so MK for the quantity contract and ZWK for the value contract. So like this, here also the option of the number range, item intervals. What is this item intervals? So whenever I can create the contract, right now I have customized one now, so I can just check it here. My document type is coming or not. Okay, so where need to save it. Saving this. So here, whatever I have customized here, so that will be come here ZMK and ZWK. So this is my the customized document type for the purchasing contract. Okay, so ZMK for the quantity contract and ZWK for the value contract. So whenever I'm using this, so all whatever the settings will be done under this document type, it will be applicable for that document type there. Okay, you're getting? So I'm saying to you what is the intervals. Okay, so here this is the intervals 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, so in customization screen, this is the 10. If I can change this as a 5, okay, I'm just showing purpose to you. If I can change that interval as a 5 numbers, so whenever I'm creating the agreement, so it will be come in that shape only, the 5, 10, 15. Okay, I will show you. Okay. I'm selecting the author document type. Okay, so why it's not coming? I'm selecting a ZMK. So I can select ZMK only. Okay, so that's why it's not coming. That's the wrong. If I am selecting this and enter the data, so it will be come like this 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, you're getting? So please do not go to the change the setting. So it will be standard one. So you can keep it as a 10 only there. Okay, so it will be getting not confused there. Okay, so here same number range also you can put for your document type. I can just take back and define a number range option here. So you can check the intervals here. Lots of the intervals will be created here. So if you want to create here, just click on the intervals. As per your requirement, you can create a number range here. Okay. So right now, which one is external number range is right now used. Okay. And I will try to create new one if possible. Then I can use that. Yes, I try to create. Put the number as okay. So the PS will be come there. Okay, so whatever the number range I have created under the PS, okay, so where it is, okay, so this number range I have created 87 for the many zeros and 8799. I can just copy this number range here, number range number PS, okay, and enter for my document type. So go to the again document type. Here is a ZMK. You can just put as a PS, and for this value contact also I can put as a PS. So whenever I am creating the contract with this document type, so number range will be picked from this only. So like this, you can create your own number range there also and try to use it. So like this, the same document type, number range, here is a also field selection keys. Okay, so this is the WKK, which one is the standard for the quantity contract, and MKK for the quantity contract. Like this, if you want to change this document type or a field reference for your document type, so here is a option of define screen layout at a document level. Just click on it. Okay, so which one is a standard? You can just copy WK value contact is a standard one, a field selection key. Okay, so you can select and copy as per your requirement here. Here is option of the copy as, okay, and create your own one. So I can just create as a WK, okay. And try to save it. Again, for MKK also, I can create it once. MKK is a standard field reference for a quantity contract. Just click on it and copy, enter, hit MK, okay. So it will be creating the two different field reference, okay, ZWK and ZMK. So just assign these field reference to your document type, okay. Once again, go to the define document type here. So this is my ZWK. So what I can do, I can just remove this WKK and ZWK I will put here. And for the ZMK for quantity contract, I can also change as a ZMK as a my field selection, okay. So just save this, okay. So if you want to change your field reference as per your requirement, you can change it. So just go to your field ref or field selection key, okay. For value contract ZWK, select it and click on display. So whatever like this, whatever the things you can required here, you can select it, okay, as per your requirement. Field selection done in a vendor master, okay, purchase info record like this. You can select it and set as per the business requirement there. So you're getting about the field selection and all the things, because from past 5-6 days we can learn about the field selection, field reference, what are the things about that, okay. So like that you can try to create your own customized field reference. Do not use the standard one, because if you can change anything in a standard one, so it will be applicable for the whole system. So it will be getting lots of the trouble in a system to change everything. So every time whenever you are creating your customized data, try to create a customized one and assign your customized the document type it, and whatever you want to changes, you can do it in your customized the document type in every master's data, okay. So you're clear about this field selection, about the contract and all that things. So like this contract, same here, scheduling agreement also, you can create or define the document type for your scheduling agreement. Just select it, copy, okay, name it as per your requirement, define number range, and same here, the screen layout or a field selection key you can define here, okay. So try to create your own there, okay. This much of the field selection keys will be created here. So which one is the standard? You can just go to the define document type and you will get to know LPL is a standard field selection. You can copy from the LPL and create your own name as a ZLPL. Okay, so here LPL, this is the standard one. You can copy it and create your own field selection key for the scheduling agreement. So any doubts in this today's session? Anyone? So I will stop the recording.